My name is Philip Torres. Our Tswane story began in Stellenbosch, July 2007, when God spoke to my wife and I to pack up and move to Pretoria to plant a church. God added 5 wonderful people to our team, and together we stepped out in faith on this unknown and really daunting task. Journey with me as we take a look back at his story, continue into the future of what God has called us to be and do for his glory. Our 6-year journey is a testimony of God's sovereignty and goodness. 7 uncertain travelers with no budget and no guarantee, except an almighty God on our side is how it began. From our rental house in Barry Street, we grew from 30 people to 86 people by March 2008. With only 2 bathrooms and a desperate wife, we had to move. The Performer was our next stop. Then to a business park, and by God's grace, we ended up at Linwood Primary School, where we still have one of our congregations today. From there, God led us in planting Centurion, Inner City, and Bloemfontein. In 2013, we planted Willows. Then we celebrated our 5th year anniversary, overwhelmed by the fruit of people's lives transformed, and behind it all, a loving God who deserves all our praise. I say this with only one thing in mind: loving and obeying God is always worth it. The question is, what do you see? Our ability to see is one of the greatest gifts God has given us. The ability to see beyond what the natural eye can see. Helen Keller said, when asked, what is worse than being blind? She responded, being able to see but have no vision. What do you see? The Bible in the book of Matthew speaks about treasures in heaven. Can you see the heavenly treasures? Is it worth your investment? The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. Our experience has been one of seeing with the spiritual eye before you see in the natural. Join our amazing journey if you are not yet part of it. Our mission is not only about today. We see our children's children and have taken up the responsibility to build and leave a legacy for them. We see transformed city, filled with God-honoring disciples, impacting nations. Our 6-year journey is a testimony of God's faithfulness, which compels us not to become complacent, but look into the future and see the nations. God blessed us not only with an amazing people, a clear vision, mission, and strategy, but in 2012, we bought the Every Nation Center. The eyes of our hearts saw beyond the existing buildings or even the financial challenges. We saw a transformed city and the impact we can have on nations. By God's grace, our property was paid in full within 3 months by people like you who see the future. God spoke to us to start phase 2, the development of our training center, a kitchen, kids facilities, which will also serve as a preschool during the week. The last phase will be the development of our church plant and mission school with the main auditorium. Our spiritual eyes see the enlargement as creating greater capacity to reach more people and impacting more nations. You are invited to join your faith with us as we seek to honor God and advance His kingdom through investing into the future.